It's a special day. It's a delightful and special day. Our guest artist and speaker has been a singing mermaid, a singing casket, and was literally elevator music when she was hired to sing and play piano in a moving elevator. She was the music director of 3 different New Thought churches and was honored with an honorary doctorate of music for her work within Centers for Spiritual Living and a Grace Note Award for her work within the Unity movement. She's recorded, get this, 20 CDs of her original inspirational music, and her book, Let Go of the Shore, has been a bestseller and a really good read. Karen speaks, sings, leads workshops at women's retreats, mind, body, and health conferences, and various churches around the country. She loves making music and making a difference. She touches hearts. Please help us welcome the incomparable Karen Drucker.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go. I don't have to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good morning, good morning. Here we go. It started in 3rd grade. The teacher said, let's sing and have some fun. So I let it rip and I let it wail. And she said, Karen, why don't you just hum? So for many years I squished my voice thinking I was wrong. Till then one day I learned the truth. And now I'm singing this song that says I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Now I'm standing in front of the mirror, obsessing about my belly fat, my thighs, my butt wrinkles, round my eyes. Who can live with judgments like that? The media tells me daily I should be young, tall, tan, and thin. But the truth is when I accept myself, that's when I win. Sing with me now. I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I give myself permission. I give myself to be just who I am, to be just who I am now. I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Perfection's an illusion. I won't give my power away. I can lighten up, let it go, know that I'm okay. I'm gonna blow. Don't you normally have this on a Sunday morning, kazoos? All right, you just try and top that. You go ahead now. I don't really care what people say. If someone thinks I'm not perfect, well, I just bless them on their way. Life's too short to be judgmental. Take a break and have a good time. And if you're struggling with this issue, well, then raise your voice with mine. Just raise your voice with mine and say, I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Every day I say, I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission. All right, let's see if you know it now. Declare it now. Here we go. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Again, I don't have to be perfect. Oh, you guys are good. Here we go, said I don't have to be. No way, I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Said I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Cha-cha-cha. Oh, yeah. Can we please hear it once again for this band? You know, you all have a reputation. Every other musician goes, oh my God, this band is so great. It's so true. You know, sometimes I play with the different churches and the bands, well, they're not of that caliber. And that song, I've literally had that song turn out to be a polka. And, you know, you just go where the train is headed and it's like, okay, it's a polka. So thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate that. Wonderful woman. So I don't have to be perfect. The chorus says, I don't have to be perfect. I'm doing the best I can. I give myself permission to be just who I am. Speaking of permission, we did a wonderful workshop here called I Give Myself. So women, all the women who were at the workshop, just yay for you. Thank you so much for making me feel so good. It was fabulous. So today I want to talk about love. It's February. It's love time. Turn to the person next to you and say, you know, you're so perfect and you're loved. Just tell them. So I want to just talk about, I'm going to just remind you of your love. I'm going to remind you of stuff because a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about today, you already know. But I just want to say, you know, we're living in some wacky times, aren't we? Kind of a little wacky, you know, and I think that it's like we're all walking around, you know, trying to just hold it together and be this light. We just need our lights right now. And, you know, I found this thing I wanted to share with you. I just love this, that there was a kindergarten teacher who wrote to all the parents in her class and said this: if your family is experiencing difficulty at home, I would like to provide additional support at school. I understand that you're not always able to share details, and that's okay. But if your child is coming to school after a difficult night or a morning or a weekend, please text me and just say, handle with care. Nothing else will be said or asked. This will just let me know that your child may need a little extra help and patience and time during that day. So I don't know about you, but it sometimes feels to me like we all need to be walking around with signs just going, handle with care. My little heart is a little tender right now. Wouldn't it be great if your only New Year's resolution was to love yourself more? That was it. That's all you asked of yourself. So Leslie's talked about before that there's a choice that we make. Every day is a choice of how we're going to be. Are we going to love ourselves? Are we going to be in anger? Are we going to be whatever? And I truly believe it starts with how we start our morning. So my question to you this morning is, did you wake up and when your little eyes opened up, did you just go, it's a new day? And then you sashayed into the bathroom and you looked at yourself in the mirror and went, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? What is the deal here? I mean, look at this body. Oh my God, perfection personified. Did you do that? Or did you go, oh my God, everything's dropping? So all the songs that I write, all the chants that I write are all about, you know, a positive thought, and especially how you start your day. And all of my albums, I actually have 23 at this point, if you can believe that. But at this point, what I do is I just start my day with music. That's one of my spiritual practices. And I find that with all my songs, especially Songs of the Spirit, 1, 2, 3, 4, they all start off with the very first thing you're going to hear is I start my day with love, or I'm a blessing to the world, or I surrender to my highest good. They all start, thank you for this day. They all start with a positive message. And I learned this many years ago, how important that was, that I was in a hotel and the alarm clock radio woke me up with Linda Ronstadt singing to me, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good. And then she says, I'm gonna say it again, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good. So what do you think I'm hearing all day long in my head? Everything I'm doing is just, you're no good, you're just no good. Don't even try that because you're just no good. So it starts with how you start your day. That's that field of possibility right there. Are you planting seeds of perfection? You know, can we do that little video just to give a little bit more of a demonstration? Oh, here we go.
Say, I am strong.
I am strong.
Say, I am smart.
I am smart.
Say, I work hard.
I work hard.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am respectful.
I am respectful.
Yeah. Say, I'm not better than anyone.
I'm not better than anyone.
Nobody's better than me.
No one's better than me.
I am amazing.
I am amazing.
I am great.
I am great.
What's your name?
Aaliyah Austin.
If you fall,
I get back up.
what are you?
I'm blessed.
Yes. Say, thank you, God,
Thank you, God,
for making me
for making me
the greatest.
the greatest.
There's nobody
There's nobody
better
better
than me.
than me.
All right, give me 5. Give me a kiss. Let's go.
Wouldn't that be a great way to start your day? Just look in the mirror and say all that to yourself. I even have a friend, one of the women who came to my retreats for many years. Her name is Noreen, and she lives in New York. And her process is every single night. She does this whole process in the mirror of acknowledging herself for what she did that day. And she said to me what the whole story was is that she was going to just do it for a week. But then she said, well, what would it look like if I did it for a month? And she's been doing it for 15 years. And so what she does every night is she looks in the mirror and she says, Noreen, I acknowledge you today for the fact that someone wanted to cut in front of you in the grocery store and you said you didn't flip them off. You said, okay, I let them do that and I'm a beautiful person for it. Noreen, I acknowledge you for, and she does this every night. And this has been her spiritual practice. So something just like that, where you just look for in the day where you're showing up, being what you're talking about, being present in the day, not only to other people, but to yourself, to giving yourself credit for how you showed up. So I learned very early on about choice in a very dramatic way. So when I was a kid, when I was like, I don't know, I'd say 13 years old, I was what you would call a drip, a nerd, a geek. I'll talk about this more in my show today, but I had this process with trying to straighten this curly hair and, we putting dippity-doo on my hair every night and, Clearasil on the acne. I mean, I was just with braces. It was just not a pretty sight. And, well, actually, I brought a little visual aid because I'm afraid I'm such a sex symbol now you can't remember. You'll not be able to. But this is me in 8th grade. So, and it's funny because that was a foggy day in Los Angeles, and God forbid one curl would come up. So I had 9 million rubber bands in the back. I think I went home with a migraine. But anyway, so I'm this drippy girl, and I just don't know how to fit in and whatever. But at that time, I had a mentor. I had someone that I looked at in my life and said, well, if she could make it, maybe there's hope for me. And that person was Carol Burnett. Do you remember Carol Burnett and the Carol Burnett Show? So this is one of my favorite stories to tell because it was truly one of those moments that Carolyn Mace calls it your 6-second moment, where you have something happen in your childhood that you go, oh, here's the belief, and you cement it like that. And so in my case, I had this little ritual that I did. Every Friday, I would take the bus down to CBS Television Center. I'd stand in line for 2 hours. God bless her. I would stand in line for 2 hours. I wore the same little polka dot dress every week. I would make a beeline for that seat right there. I mean, like, get out of my way, Grandma. I'm going to that seat. And so I would be in that seat every week, and she would come out, and I'm showing up every week, and she winked at me, and I'm like, oh, my God, we're like BFFs, okay? Carol Burnett, she knows. And one day, remember when she did the question and answer period? So one day, I'm just sitting there, like everybody, I'm just watching. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, my heart starts beating, like really hard. And I look down and I'm all sweaty and clammy. And I'm going, what is going on? And out of nowhere, my hand goes up. And I'm like, ah! like try and get it down. But as soon as I put it up, she was probably wondering who this weird, geeky kid is. And she goes, yes, what's your question? And I'm like a deer in the headlights. And I'm like, And then I realized I had won the Edgar Rice Burroughs Tarzan calling contest the week before. So I said, well, I'd like to challenge you to a Tarzan calling contest. And she goes, great, come on up. So now I walk up on stage. I've never been on stage before in my life. And there's all these people, and they're all smiling at me and giving me all this love. And I'm next to my idol, and I'm going, oh my God, this is heaven. Until I looked out, and probably where you're sitting right there, here are the cool girls from my school. And they're doing that Valley Girl, typical teenage theme, going, oh my God, is that Karen Drucker? She is so weird. We don't know her. Isn't she weird? Oh my God. And in that moment of elation, like that, I turned into, oh my God, I just want to get out of here. I'm shamed. I'm embarrassed. I'm that geeky kid. I want to get out of there. But that is my 6-second moment. Because in that profound moment, I saw that there was like this line right here of choice. And I could either stand back here and give them all the power, and give the media the power, give the world the power, everyone who's going to tell me who I'm supposed to be in this world. Or I could step over that line, claim myself in my geekiness and everything, but claim myself in my power and who I was no matter what, and love myself. And I remember being like this, looking at Carol Burnett, looking at those girls, feeling that line and going, oh, screw it. Thank you very much. But that's when I learned. That's what it's all about. That's what self-love is about. Because let's face it, every single day, we have so much coming at us, always telling us who we're supposed to be. You're not good enough. You're not this enough. Then you've got your inner, anyone got an inner critic? I could skip this part if you don't. Then you got your inner critic going, who do you think you are? You're not good enough. That's why I love singing that song. I don't have to be perfect, because no matter how much I mess up here, I've already said I don't have to be perfect. But it's like, it's really embodying that it's like, no matter who I choose to be, I'm fine. I'm who I am. That's what I want to be. And I truly believe that right now, we are being called. We are being called to love ourselves so that we can love everybody else, that we can be that shining light, that we can go to Starbucks and have that barista go, here's your latte, and look at that person and really see them, be really present, and just thank them and look in their eyes. And I'm not talking about that woo-woo like, oh my God, the meanness in me sees the you-ness in you and we're bonded, and then they get all weird. I'm just talking about that extra moment of kindness, of sweetness that we give ourselves in the morning, that we can give to other people. So, and I also want to say too that it really is a practice, because it's like lifting weights every day, this self-love thing. Because there are days when you wake up and you're like, I'm just not feeling it. But whatever you can do, that you just keep practicing. And I'll tell you how much you can have resistance. I have this thing I did recently, that I did this retreat at Unity Village, and the woman who put it on did such a great job, and we just had a fabulous time. And I thought, well, I'm going to send her some flowers, because she was just so great with me. And I sat down at the computer, and I'm doing my little thing, and just as I hit send, the moment I hit send, I realized I sent them to myself. 2 dozen roses. I forgot to write in her name. I was just looking at the billing too. Sent the thing and went, oh my God. Now, you have to know that my most popular song of all the songs I've ever written is, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle. And I'm beating myself up going, you idiot, how could you do that? That's so stupid. And then I'm going even more, oh my God, you're the person who wrote I will be gentle with myself. You're a fraud. So I go through this whole thing of beating myself up thinking I'm so stupid by doing this. And I immediately called the company, and they're like, I'm sorry, I can't give you a refund. And in the same time, too, I also then in that moment sent her the flowers, did it correctly, thinking, well, I'll just get the refund. And then they said I couldn't get the refund. So the flowers come, I open them up, I'm beating myself up. And once again, here's another choice. You can either beat yourself up that you have these flowers, or you could say, what a great job I did. Look at what you gave to yourself. And give myself that credit. And so may I just plant that seed with you that in this Valentine's month, that you give yourself a gift. Take yourself out on Valentine's Day. Forget your spouse or whatever. Just love yourself up. Go get yourself the best chocolate. Get yourself some flowers. Take yourself to a movie. Go get a massage. Just do it. Whatever you can do. Whatever you can do to love yourself. And I had such a profound moment many years ago with my dear friend Janet. Janet was dying of cancer, and I was spending all this time with her. And towards the end, I remember that I was with her one day, and hospice called. And they said, Janet, how you doing? She said, I'm having the most wonderful death. And the person went, what? She said, every day, people are calling me. I'm looking at my Facebook thing. I'm getting calls and visits and letters of everybody acknowledging me, saying what an amazing difference I made in their life. And she said, I never took the time to open my heart to really receive this. And she looked at me one day and she said, is this what life is really about, just giving and receiving love? She said, I wish I hadn't waited so long. And she did die happy. But I remember at that time I wrote, if only you could see yourself as other people do, you would see the light of love that shines to everyone. You would understand the reason why people care for you. You would see that, you would know that you are loved. So I say right now, don't wait. Don't wait to open your heart. Don't wait to do one of those things like, well, I'll love myself when I lose the weight. I'll love myself when I clear all my clutter. I'll love myself when fill in the blank. Do it today. Make that choice right now. Because the truth is, you are the gift. And we need our lights, we need our gifts, we need all of us to just be shining right now. So if you would, I am 1, 2, oh. You got it. I am a gift, no matter what age, no matter how I look, there's beauty in each stage. And I am a gift, and I promise every day that when I look in that mirror, I'll say, I am a gift. Can you sing that line with me? Just say to yourself, I am a gift. I am a gift. I've loved really well, and every year I've lived has a different tale to tell. And I've made mistakes, and I have some regret, but I promise I'll never forget that I am a gift. Can you sing that line now? I am a gift. And there may be times when I forget the truth when it seems time and youth, they're just marching on without me. That's when I might need you to find me, and ever so gently remind me that I am a gift of God's precious child. I was put here on this earth, but only for a while. So I make this vow, and I say it with love, that I am perfect and whole and enough, and I am a gift. Sing that line now to your heart. I am a gift. Take a deep breath and anchor it in. Just say, I am a. And if you feel comfortable, maybe look around the room. Maybe the person next to you say, you are. You are a gift. Maybe to somebody else, they might need to hear it this morning. You are. Put your hands up. Let's give it to everyone in this room. Say, we are a gift. To the live streamers too. Say, we are. We are a gift. Now go back, put your hand on your heart. Say it again for yourself. I am. I am a gift. So repeat after me. I am perfect, whole, and complete. There is nothing I need to change. When my inner critic comes up, I say back off. Because the truth about me every day is I'm fabulous. Thank you all so much for listening. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, band.
Are you complete? I'm just moving, yes. But I'm not going to throw you out. Do you think they'd let me? What? They wouldn't let me throw you out.
No.
Oh, goodness. Please join me in prayer. As we anchor in these beautiful messages of self-acceptance, of grace, of the all good, what we know beyond any shadow of any doubt is that there is one presence, one life, one good, one love that is eternal and ever present. And that within it is the answer to every problem, the solution to every situation, the opening to every perceived obstacle. And what I know in this moment is that I am of that everyone within the sound of my voice is of that everyone on the online campus is of the one, that everyone in the Tatum Center is the one. This is simply the truth, not because we've done anything particularly amazing, but because we breathe. Each is the oneness. And so I know that whatever was on any heart that came into this energetic space, that Spirit is already on it. Spirit is bigger than any financial challenge, any health challenge, any interpersonal challenge, any intrapersonal challenge. Spirit is already a yes to the solution that is yours. And in this space of divine knowingness, so too we bless that which comes in our offering, knowing that every penny, every prayer, every moment of positive thought and high consciousness is for the good. And I'm grateful, so grateful for all of the good that continues to unfold as this center and as each beloved. So I release this word into the act of universal law and say, have at it. It is good. And so it is.